Hello, Grand Blue community. My name is Yuka, and welcome to my very first video. I am going to be teaching you how to stop 6XL, which is, this. First off, if you're new to like Grand Blue, you are probably wondering what's the big hype around 6XL? Why should you be trying to avoid it and then stop it? Well, then the like reason is it's kind of the best button inside the game. It comes out in like 9 frames, and it's fast. It's not reactable, and it's plus on block. And if you don't know anything about fighting games, a move being plus on block basically means you are on offense. So if you block it, you are on defense, which is not fun at all. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you the tips and then tricks I know on how to stop 6XL. All right, so let's start with your first tool on how to stop 6XL, and that will be buttons. We love them. All right, so um, basically, if someone tries to like 6XL you, you can read it and then press a button to actually stop them, and then run offense. Um, this is a pure read, so it can be kind of inconsistent. But if somebody is very predictable with their 6XLs, so like I don't know, let's say round start happens, 3, 2, 1, engage. You can, dang it, you can, oh my gosh, you can read it and then basically press a button to like actually stop 6XL. Now, as you were able to see, this is a pure read, which is why I got hit there twice, and it's also hard to actually show this to you. So sorry about that. But we can make buttons even stronger by spacing. So basically at like round start range, I can't really react to Vera doing a instant 6XL. If I try, I will either block it, which I actually did a just a block, or I will get counter hit or hit and then I'll die, which isn't fun. So what I can do instead is I can space myself further away around here to basically react to the dash and then punish 6XL. So like if Vera does a instant 6XL here, I don't think she'll be able to like catch me. So like yeah, it like whiffs. So let's make her do a longer 6XL about there. That should work, hopefully. So if I stand around here, I can actually react to the dash and then press my button and then kill her for doing 6XL, which is pretty neat. So this isn't a read, it is a reaction, which is way more consistent than basically just like being like, are you gonna 6XL? No. Are you gonna do it? No, 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 no. Yes. All right, sure. So like yeah, so like when you're doing this, if you if you read it and then basically read their like instant SSL from like around here, if you read it and then if you are slightly too early, she will your opponent will basically whiff punish your like SSL if you do it too like early. If you press your button too soon or too late, you will you will either get counter hit or basically block it, or basically they will with punish you. So let's actually go back to the actual spacing, which is here. Um, when you are doing this, you actually have to trust your like actual reactions. If you don't trust your like reactions, well then they're just gonna six to settle in, and then now you're on defense. Or basically you will react too late and then get counter hit and then you'll die, which isn't fun. Um so yeah, to like actually do this, you will have to trust your reactions and then basically look for the 6XL. This is called dash checking because I am reacting to the dash with a button, and then I am punishing Vera for basically using Sing 6XL. Um, and then sadly, this is kind of character specific. So like Catalina, I have very good buttons. I have very good and then long range buttons. So like I am using 2M B because its first active frame is on frame 7. It is a very long poke, and also it has 5 active frames. That's a lot of active frames, which like means I can be more lazy with my timing. Um, so yeah, Vera also has a 5 frame to him. That also comes out in 7 frames. Hers is a little bit worse due to its range, but like yeah, these two characters are very good at like checking 6XL. But if you play a character like B A Trix, well, her buttons don't go that far. Her like M buttons aren't that good. Um, so like okay, 2M is 7. It basically comes out on like 8 frames, and then it is 5 frames active, which is good, but you're losing a like extra frame, and also this range is kind of bad. What the? Why aren't you doing it? So like basically, she can still check 6XL, but it is going to be harder for her to actually do it due to her range. She can press a 5H, but 5H comes out in 11 frames. So like trying to like check it, she'll probably get counter hit, which isn't good. So yeah, kind of bad. So this is kind of character specific. Let me go back to Catalina. Alrighty, so your next option for stopping 6XL is backdash. Ever since the 1.5, actually no, I think the Vane update, which I forgot what that is, but ever since the Vane update, you have been you have been able to basically um make your dash button a like backdash. You just hold back. So yeah, if you don't have that bound, you probably want to do it now. Backdash is basically less consistent than the other method I have showed you, which is pokes and then buttons and then spacing, but it's still good. So let me get Vera to do a 6XL here. So basically, if you read that like somebody is going to like 6XL, and then you don't want to risk it by like pressing a like button and then like you aren't all the way over here to like react to the dash. What you can do instead is backdash, and then this will make the 6XL whiff, and then you were able to punish it. Which is basically a like more safer way to like punish 6XL than like just pressing a dang it. Well, yeah, as you saw, at it is safer than like just pressing a like button to like try to like stop 6XL at this range. Obviously, at around this range, you know, all you have to do is like basically react. But like at like this range, you're forced to guess to basically stop it. So like what you can do instead is basically backdash. Um, so like yeah, this is kind of inconsistent because if you are too far away, you won't be able to get a punish because well your buttons went out of reach. But hold on, but what you can do is 6XL back in. So basically, I am +5 here, and then depending on like how fast you actually backdash will basically determine your like frame dead here. But I am +5 here. You're basically always going to be a plus whenever you backdash a like 6XL. Um but like I am like plus here. My 5M comes out in like 8 frames, and then my 2M comes out in 7 frames. But they both don't hit. And also this won't also hit, which is 5H. So what I can do instead is just SysXL back in. Like I said, SysXL comes out in 9 frames and then is basically everyone's best button. So I know it sounds weird to basically beat 6XL by like doing 6XL, but it's kind of the best button in the game, so it's kind of how it works. But like yeah, so like when I was +5 over here, I don't really have a button to really to like really punish her with. So like what I can do instead is I can 6XL, and then she can't poke me because I am +5, and she also cannot not really back a dash. So basically, I get a free 6XL to just do whatever I want, and then I get offense. So that's kind of how it like works. The like only time where this kind of would like not work is if like you're like +2 or like +1, because then I think she has enough time to like press a button. Let me actually do the math. Vera's 2M is basically 7 frames. Um, and then basically you are +2, so that's kind of 9, and then Citadel comes out at 9 frames. So like yeah, it will like trade, and then because Citadel is basically a light, and then a medium is a medium, she would actually crush my my like 6XL. So yeah, if you are +2 or basically +1, uh, do not sizzle back in. You kind of just have to backdash better. Um, so yeah, backdash is like still a like good option. It's still a read, but like yeah, it is basically safer than like just pressing buttons at like this range. All right, so that's kind of it for the main tricks I want to show on basically how to stop 6XL. But there's a few more situations that you will probably run into. So let me show you that. So basically for like the actual spacing trick I had like showed you with your like buttons, this is like really good because because you are using your actual reactions, but your opponent can actually abuse your reactions. So like Jita can do something like this to basically bait my reactions and then basically 6XL me. She like didn't hit me, but I blocked 6XL and then now I am on defense. Something else they can do is basically 6XH. 6XH on like block is like -8, so like you can punish it with like a like M button. But 6XH is kind of a like automatic way to basically whiff punish people for like pressing buttons a lot. So like yeah, if you like start doing this like method too much, people will start 6 6, well then no. Better players will basically start 6 6 Hing you and then basically will start dashing to like bait your like reactions and then basically will punish you. So yeah, watch out. So like yeah, watch out for like that. Most players will not do this. They will kind of just be like, oh well, I can't really 6XL against this person, so I can't really do anything. So like yeah, this method, as long as you get good at it, will basically work against like a lot of players. Um, it is just at a higher level, people will start punishing you if you don't start mixing things up. And then backdash, if you backdash too many times, well, you're basically already in like corner. So yeah, and you don't want to be in the corner because basically, whenever you are in the corner, your opponent can kind of just bully you, and you kind of can't do anything about it. So yeah, don't be in the corner. That's a classic fighting game thing. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I know that this video was kind of rough, especially with my stutters. I can't really control that. Sorry about that. But like, yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.